All right, there we go, viewers. Audio working fine. There we go, we're back. Yeah, there's one little glitch in the system that I have to fix regarding my audio. It's deleting when I press another layer, but that's okay. We'll be right. Mark, how do you say your surname? Is it Capley? Capel. Okay. All right. We try that again, viewers. Welcome. We didn't have any sound on before, so I was talking to nobody. This is Metro Southeast Bowls region. Open gender Pennant, grade 3. We've got the Scorchers taking on the Gators. Mr. Murray Chapman taking on Chris Blake. First end of 21. There you go. It's been a funny morning, but we're here. Okay. Now, I'm learning who's using what bowl and what colour. And this is Murray Chapman's first attempt. Yeah, looks like almost like a whitey sky blue bowl. Apologies about the audio. I believe Chris Blake is trying to sit that bowl just at the back of the jack there. Looks like that would be the lead bowl of Craig James. One shot to the Scorchers. I was just saying before, when there was no audio, that these guys are very vocal. They're up and they're ready for a battle. And it's great. I think it's enhanced because of the TV rink and the players getting ready to go. And I think we're okay now, but I can't see my monitors because of the glare. But that's okay. It's not a problem for you. It's a problem for me, but that's okay. Are they streaming the men's singles final? We need to hear your voice. Yes, I've got that, Barbara. Thank you. I'm not too sure of the men's singles final. You talking about Taren Point, but I'm thinking they've already had that. So you might have to enlighten me on that one. I hope we didn't lose too many viewers. We've got 80 views already. We've got a number of people watching. And thank you for joining us. As I said, we run a professional show here and we do our best to make sure that everything is working. But when the sun's glary as it is at the moment, I'm really battling to see. Almost have to look through my monitors to see the action at the moment. Once I get in my rhythm though, you know, slow to start, and I'll bring it home. What they have done though is Taren Point have brought the mat way up right almost to minimal list, so they've gone minimum distance, and you'll see by me changing my cameras that I've had to sort of adjust that, and you can see where they are. That's a picture of Scott Gary. bowls on their road. You can see he's got those green and yellow thingamajiggamies, and he's just done well to help Craig James's bowl just sit, and Mick Lee obviously trying to play his backhand. And good track. Green speed probably around 14 at the moment. We'll quicken up with this wind. And yes, slow to start, and I will go around the grounds. Lovely effort, Mick. I believe he might have got the shot. But I am looking around the grounds, and we've got other grade 3 bowlers, and on the frink furthest away from us, I will get those names and write them down on who's the other rinks, but right now, let's just focus on this rink at the moment. One-man show. Camera, producer, director, commentator, welfare officer, Mick Lee, can bowl. And when you learn here at Taren Point, you don't take your grass. Mr. Magpie likes to come and swoop. So, this is one of the directors of Taren Point, Simon Boylan. On your Simon made me feel welcome the other day, knowing that I joined the club. Transfer came through. Here he is on the backhand, just trying to draw in. Just came here yesterday to set up all the cables, and I can tell you, that masterboard, you can... I was just going to say, that masterboard you can put up at either end if it's easier for you. This gentleman, whoever's doing the masterboard, you can put it up at either end if you like. It doesn't help me in the middle. I can't see it. So it's either end's happy. But anyway, I might move it myself anyway. Unless there's a manager who doesn't like it. We make it up as we go. All right. Here he is. Yeah, I reckon that's a better way to go. And pop it in the corner and just turn it this way so everyone can see it. And then you guys can not have to come halfway all the time. There you go. Thank you. All right. This is Mark Capel. Now, Mark, he's maybe trying to get under that or push it through. Looking at the weight that he's using, I don't know if he's overplayed it, but I believe that is the shot, and it is definitely one only to Taren Point. Ah, beautiful. Bravo. Hey. All right, masterboard's in a good spot. And might I suggest we've got a significant change in the leaderboard in the masterboard once I put the scores up. I've got to be very careful I don't delete my formula, because if I delete the formula, it doesn't add it up automatically, and I'm in a bit of trouble. But the Gators have scooted away to a very strong start. And then bingo. It is 9-1 on, should be 9-1 on 4. There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm almost caught up with myself now after a little hiccup with the audio. Murray Chapman. Yeah, I'm going to call those white. Just got to get to that pink bowl, and he has. Boom. Picked up a couple there. I'd say it's at least a 4. Big bowl here from skipper Chris Blake. He's got the sleeves on, I like it. You've got to just get to that bowl on the left. And has he drawn the absolute shot? It's got to run. Maybe got second. It's a good save. It's definitely only probably one to Taren Point. Maybe we might get... Well, maybe that was a Taren Point bowl. It's two. There we go. It was a Gators bowl. All right, viewers, so we need to be mindful that that maroon bowl or reddish bowl, clearly you can see there on the screen it's different to the duo that we've got there. So we'll make sure we take note of that so we give you the right information. And as I said, it takes us a little while to get into momentum. And the Gators have skipped away to a very good start. You see that the lengths are all over the place at the moment. So the lead, Eddie Baker, has got the mat on almost on the tee, probably about a metre long of that, and thrown to the end, or the front of the line. So I'd say this is a medium length end. This is Craig James with his first attempt of two. He's got a green and almost orangey look. But let's just call it green and orange duo. This bowl is definitely a maroon. Guys very good at where they're standing. I didn't even have to tell them where they had to stand, and already brilliant. Mick Lee on the mat. Okay. How you going?
All right.
What can I help you with?
Nothing.
Oh, you're just watching?
No, I'm umpire.
Oh, brilliant. I'm commentating, so this is live. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. Lots of people always got lots of different interests with how we are and where we are. Brilliant. No, thank you. All right, Scott Gary. Well, those duos, definitely one in a look for two, possibly three. That pink bowl is on the left is the Gators' closest bowl of Mick Lee. Very important here from Mark Capel. This is generally when the West, and it is a Westerly, I think, but let's have a look. Just ran into trouble. He got tackled. He's pushed up another Taren Point bowl. This game will probably take a little while because the thirds are staying as they are in the conditions of play up at the head. Nice, Paul Williams. Glad having a nice time, having a watch. It's all about just getting the game out to the people wherever you are around the world. And I hope you enjoy what we are doing. Craig, thank you. Just half a foot. And they're not used to being rock stars. Oh, that is the shot. Well done, Mark. Okay, Paul. Okay. As I mentioned, there's just so much going on at the moment. I feel like I'm not doing anything well, but we'll get there. At least the vision's there. Cameras are straight. The horizon's all right. Simon reaching. Very close. There won't be much difference between the conversion for the skippers. Plenty of room to draw. And Scotty, what are you using? What bowl are you using? What type?
It's an Aero Optima.
Optima. Just a different colour tone. That's all right. What's your bowl, Simon? It's a duo, but what is your bowl? What brand is your bowl? XG. But it's a duo, right? Like it's got that duo colour. Thank you. Yeah, I think they're black and blue. So you take your eye off the camera and you don't follow Mr. Chalky and all of that, but that's okay. We'll get there. Just have to adjust what I'm doing now. Yeah, so a good shot. Very good bowl there from Chris. I just tried to get a bit of information around the players, and next thing I know, there's a trail, and that's how quick the game is. And I do have to try and find a pink little mouse pointer. And currently at the moment, with the glare that I've got on my monitors, I really can't see it. So, all right, boom. Okay, so that is now definitely 4 to the Gators. And I haven't upgraded my little Mr. Chalky. He's not animated, but we'll go with him at the moment. Big bowl by the skipper. Really needs to reach. He's in the area. Murray Chapman, has he got second? He needs to sit. Oh, good effort. It is a 4 shots. That's a big pickup. Mean some other scores that come through. All right, we're just updating our scores, and if I let you know who's where and everywhere, I'll leave my camera there at the moment and not look at the score. I can let you know who's playing who. Okay, viewers, so just so you know, if you go to Bowls Link, just checking the comments. Yes, no, we're all okay. People let me know how we're going on the stream. The team 3 on Bowls Link for Taren Point and Grandviews in Section 2 is correct. You have Philip Price, Warren Hanson, Timothy Johnson and David McCartney taking on Paul McClure, Glenn Hillen, Phil Moons and Jeff Frost. That rink is correct. That is the rink number 18, which is rink 3 for us. On the middle rink, we actually do have the correct Taren Point side, which is Jamie Richards, Richard Clark, Wayne Smith and Greg Bobolike. And he is actually taking on Dave Carlin, Paul McGuinness, Sam Giorgio and John Bristow. So there you go. So I think we're all okay now. And I've almost got all of the players' bowls. I believe the pink bowl is an XG of Mick Lee. And we should have a correct score of 6-1 at the moment. And we will try and bring in my little animations as best I can. And I hope you sit back and relax and enjoy Grade 3, Section 2 of Metro South East Bowls region. And these guys are just as passionate as our Grade 1s and our Grade 7s are. And it's great to be here at the home of the Scorchers. I will tell you about the weather in a moment. The sun is shining, I know that for a fact. But I wonder about the wind and what the forecast is. So, yeah, very pleasant 20 degrees. The wind's from the south. And the gusts aren't here yet. I'm protected where I am at the moment. And the green speed, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay. Simon Boylan on the mat. Right-hander, so he's coming down on his forehand. Yeah, so that wind's from the south. You can hear that in the sound microphone. Or the microphone, sound microphone. When it gusts, it's up to about that 25k an hour. So at the moment, the wind is behind their back. So that's the direction that it's coming from behind them. We'll adjust my camera because they've moved the mats around a whole heap. And as a commentator, you get a gist of what they're doing by me having to adjust my cameras. And I'm noticing that I'm adjusting them a lot in the first couple of ends. So they're really not letting either team settle into a rhythm at the moment. This length was thrown by the Gators and they had won the previous end and they threw a medium length. They've gone slightly longer. So I'm not too sure if that's their strategy. But Simon Boylan with his XGs, the duo black and blue, got tackled. Was in a fairly good region. Not a lot on offer here, and I believe it is one shot to Taren Point to the right-hand side, which is Craig James's bowl. Katrina Wright has just showed up. She's Miss Madam here at Taren Point. Not walking with a stick or anything bandaged up. She did have some health stuff going on and different things. Might have to get Simon out of the road. Simon! Crunch. You can't see it. Okay, he might move anyway. He got out of the road. We'll have a chat to Simon, but that's okay. Well, we've had a change in the middle rink. Greg Bobbledyke over John Bristow. I'll talk about that in a moment. His weight's pretty good. Needs a little fortune. Oof. Almost got the luck. Or the Reuben Wiki. I won't bring in my characters just yet. Let's just make sure we've got all our scores working okay. And we get Simon to stop advertising the point Scorchers. Don't know what happened there. Oh, could be one to the Gators. One to Taren Point. Been some movement on the score. We should have a 2-6 on 4 on our TV rink. On the rink next to us, which is the Bobbledyke versus Bristow. There's been a change. The Scorchers have taken the lead there, 6-5 on 5. I just can't see that third scoreboard, but we will change my camera. You can see they've moved their mat all the way up, and that's a good start from Greg James. But I have to change my camera where the guys are standing because they have come right up and they're moving the mat around a heap, which makes it a little bit tricky. And you can see how close they are now with where that mat's come up. That's right at the end of the line. You have to move my cameras, and this is... Look at Craig James. Now, the good thing about me working in this region is that even though I'm a member here at Taren Point, my availability to sort of film games and provide content for development for players is also very very opportunistic. This is Eddie with his second attempt of his 2. And that second bowl there from Greg, he just overcorrected a little bit. And, yeah, well done. Gave it a chance. So, Scott Carey. Good head building. Scotty in a good area here. Draws right through it. Just missed. You can hear skipper Chris Blake just saying, you take that shot away from them. So you play it before they do. Oh, he's just trying to get inside that bowl and get down. He's close. Just going to swoop underneath. That shot is still on. Let's see how Scott goes with his adjustment. One of the coaches here at the club. Narrower line. He needs a bit of heavy speed to get contact. And that little wobble. Good head. Okay, so I might dial this camera back a little bit. So try and bring in. That's where he actually wanted the skipper, Chris Blake, wanted Mike Lee to be to that green and yellow bowl on the right-hand side. Wasn't to be. So let's see how the thirds go. Beautiful scenes here at Taren Point today. Simon Boylan. XG duos. Missed his target. He might still get a different result. Okay, so the Gators have got their back bowl in now. A little bit runny. He wants to stay up. And he has. Might drag that down now. I can't get to the ditch because there's a wall. Prevents my camera from getting there. Trust me, it will come in. You guys get a bit excited. I'm sorry you couldn't see that. It's the best I can do for you at the moment. As Mark Capel. Thirsty work. Oh, geez, there's been some action on that middle rink. Taren Point really making sure they don't get picked up before on that next end six. Just going to hang out. And there's been some dynamic movement on the third rink. By the Gators. So we are currently 19-15 to the Gators on 14. Murray Chapman just trying to land those bowls, look for the cannon, or get around it and draw and sit that bowl. But at the moment he is 2 down and he's missed his line just, and so that would be definitely. So at the moment, the Gators are holding 2. And what Mark has suggested, just play your backhand and land that bowl that is to the right. Give it one roll. It's slightly high. I don't think it's going to get back. And it would bring in. Definitely 2 away to the Gators. You can never rest on your laurels here. There's always stuff changing. And if you don't have your wits about you, like I don't at the moment, we've got an 8-2 score line on 5. Middle rink between Bobbledyke and Bristow. 10-5 to Taren Point. And Dave McCartney taking on Jeff Frost on the next rink. And there's just been a change, and it is now 6-8. They picked up a 3 on that end just then. So lots of multiples being scored at the moment. And due to the sun glare, I really needed to get my shade up, and I may put it up, viewers, and may just let the vision do the talking. Hello, Douglas. Watching from Bulga area. Nice. Well done. And if you're wondering why my phone keeps pinging, it's my good friend Wayne Morris is letting me know how some scores are going in other Pennant games. So yeah, I've got to get out my shake off because I can't see my monitors. All right, we'll just let you watch the vision for the moment. We'll just adjust that camera maybe to give you a bit better close-up. And I'll just get my shade up because I can't see my monitors. The glare on my monitors, I can't see them. And it's only going to get worse. not complaining, it's just, it is what it is. We'll go there, because I can't actually see what I'm doing. Put that up on the actual concrete and lower the legs down. Just one will do. Should be it. Terrific. That's absolutely fabulous. Might just raise this one up. Thank you.
Go back further.
Maybe just a little bit more. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. How good. You know, I came to this region for a reason. Just nice people. And always wanting to help, which is great. Oh, now I can see.
Come, Scorchers!
All right. There we go.
Very good try, Ed. Yeah, mate. Very good.
Very good bowling. I've just got to adjust this tent. I'll be back. Okay, I think we might be right for the afternoon now. Thanks for that, viewers. Your patience. I'll just adjust the scoreboards because we didn't obviously do that while I was intending to put up a shade so I can see while the sun sets in the west. And as you can probably see on the right hand side, you can see the tents have gone up. Got some sandbags down just in case we get a little bit of wind. That far rink has now gone to a 6-9 on 6. And the middle rink is 10-13 on 8. So they are doing multiple scoring where they've picked up 8 shots in 2 ends. So that's significant. So we'll have a significant change on the scoreboard. We've got the Gators blowing out to a 30-19 lead on 20 ends. Blink and you miss it. The only problem now is my middle camera has got poles in the road. We'll work with that. Particularly when they bring the mat up as far as they have. And Taren Point, as you can see, look at that. Nice tent pole, but let's just deal with it at the moment. You're okay with it. Here is Simon, mat all the way up. He's trying to land that jack high bowl. Trail for 2. Geez, he's in a good area. He's got to get all of it. Oh, it just gets the... And this is the toucher that I want to have the thumbs down toucher. At the moment, I've got Mr. Chalky, but it doesn't help. So I might have to find out where they're saved and load them up. But all the other scores are correct. This is Mark Capel. They're in a good position here, holding 1 shot with a look with the second, but still plenty of bowls to come from the skippers. Second stream here at Taren Point, so I'm learning where I'm seated. I was over the other side last time, and so I didn't have a problem with the wind. And Bowl Murray here, well done. Oh, lovely bowl. Let's have a look at that on the replay. If it actually press it again. Here we go. He's got to land that front bowl, and well done. Comes through, plants it, sits through, gets a little trail. Very good. Good weight. We're back live. You see how far that mat is up. And let's look from the other end. We've really gone minimal distance here. This is Chris Blake, end pole. See how he goes. He wants to try and arrive. He's a little high. Good to see his teammates supporting him. This is where all the angles come in now, and you really need to be present at the head. All 4 Taren Point bowlers are vested in this. very strong grade 3 here at Taren Point, as are the Gators. So let's see. Murray and pole. He's on his way. Just wants to get to that Craig James bowl, which is an Optima. He's still finished in a good area. What sort of weight is Chris Blake going to play? Polling into a southerly. Just not going to get back from that. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide. And it is 1 to Taren Point. Well, we are a third of the way of the game through on this rink. And once again, the mat has been brought up substantially from Craig James. And we need to now adjust the cameras. And there he is. Now, dare I even try and go to camera 2. And that's where my normal camera position is. And that's where we've got him. Apologies about your eyes there. That's where Craig James's Optima ended up. Yet to know what bowl Eddie Baker is using. He's got maroon bowls. I just don't know what brand they are. They look like a red line, but anyway. Trying to see them in his hand. SRV maybe? Anyway, he loves being on the TV rink. This is Eddie Baker. On the backhand. Just trying to get to Craig James's Optima there. And looking for a correction. Yeah, good correction. There's 1 to you. Yeah, well done. And Mr. Chalky. I like that. No time for a replay because Scotty Gary's on the mat. He'll be looking at trying to position this up for the rest of his team. He's not attacking that at the moment. He's another bowl on the head. And he's got back to the centre line, and that's appreciated by his back end. Well done, Scott. Now Mick Lee's turn. Hear that wind in the microphone, a little bit runny, and they have got the southerly behind them, so I'd imagine that this is running about a second or two quicker going this direction. Mick Lee trying to look at a good positional bowl here as second. Most good seconds are never short unless they're asked to be. Not a bad pointed bowl here, Mick. Got to stay up. He lost his first one, and it does. It might just pan out just a little bit. I'm not going to let me pan out anymore. We're going to lose people on the mat. Here we are. Now, this is where we go for my pole cam. That's what we have to do to be able to see what you're doing. Let's look how far up they are. That's where the mat is. They've been really dynamic in what they're doing with the changing of their tactics from short to long and really been varying. Just got to hurry a bit. Geez, this is a fair effort. Yeah, well done. They're very vocal. Scorchers are up, the Gators are up. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, they're really... This way we love it. We love pennants. I love pennants. Wish I was playing, but this is the next best thing. Next season, I won't be able to string. I'll be playing for the Scorchers if I make the team. Mark Capel. Here he goes. Bowl's on its way. I did try and bring in. I might just bring in that. You might be able to see the bowl leave the hand. Yeah, good second for them. One in the head. So, gets the split. Let's see what he's got. A bit more confidence, Simon suggested. Look at his aiming line. Yeah, not a bad area. Is he going to get down? Just going to hang, maybe. Does under that weight. Just needed to. So, looking at the back there, they've got the back covered, so it might be a case of just trying to get another one in there. Let's see how Mark goes. It's Mark's turn. Generally turning on that hand more. Good weight. Okay. If I don't keep an eye on the other rinks, which is what I'm here to do, you will find that the master board changes very quickly. 14-10 on that middle rink between Boggledyke of Taren Point and Bristow of Gators. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. I give myself about a 5 out of 10 at the moment, but that's okay. Always room for improvement. I think you're seeing the vision. It's just my connection to the play at the moment. I feel like I'm battling a bit, but that's just me. I can't really see the monitors still because of the glare coming off my table. And we do have a Youtubelivesports tablecloth now, and I just got to get that on. But it's in my other car. Not that I do have 2 cars, but one's my camper van that I use to transport all my gear, and my other one's my 25-year-old Mazda hatchback, where the tablecloth is. It's just got to hang. Gets all of it. Edge. Oh. This is where Mr. Chalky goes. Yep. Well done. Good weight. Who's holding? I'm not going to see it from this angle even if I zoom in. From that look, you would imagine, well, could see it. What is that ball? It's an Optima. Okay. And it's an enhanced grip. That's why I couldn't work out what he was using. Okay. So that's the shot. And Scott Gary's using an Optima. And that's Mark Capel's bowl there. Yeah, I can't work that out. All right, let's zoom out because the skipper, Chris Blake, is about to play it. Here it comes. Now, obviously, he's down playing with that weight, unless he's trying to sit that bowl out. Let's find out. Okay, Taren Point had the shot. There you go. They're doing it in singles, Taren Point. Trying to keep that big board in check. They're only 3 down, but if they can keep that gap to where it is. Rink 3 between McCartney and Frost is 9-8 on 7. And no doubt there would have been a change on that middle score. No, 10-14 on 9. So we are correct at 31-23 on 24. Correct weight. Simon, question, with the southerly behind you, is that about a second or two quicker going that way?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What's it like going this way though? Is it around 14, 13?
Oh, no, it's better than that. It's still currently sort of 14, 15 going there.
What about going that way? About 16 maybe? I noticed with your last shot, it just held.
Yeah, you really notice on the short ends.
Okay, well, you're moving the mat all over the place, so it's good. Keep it going. Well, there you go. Okay, so running about 15 this way, about 16 or 17 the other way. And they're really playing around with the mat length. And I'm not even going to bother trying to show you what it looks like from the side, because if I go there, you're only going to get the pole. And, oh, look, let's do it. They're now almost shaking hands with me. These are the leads. This is Craig James with an Optima. It's a green and, well, it looked orange, but it's red. Grade 3, Metro South East Bowls Region Pennant. This is a good look at Eddie Baker using an Optima with an enhanced grip. Old Bobbles gets the bottle dyke, Greg. Oh, he might get a bit of good fortune. Boom. Oh, cruel game. It gets the toucher. That didn't deserve that, but anyway, that's the good fortune when you reach the head. So, Scott Gary, Optima, green and yellow. Right-hander, going into the breeze, probably running around about 15. And what I might do is I might try and have a look what's happening on YouTube. SRV Taylor, thank you for that, Jake. Good morning, Terry from Fife from Scotland. And really struggling to see the comments purely because how bright it is. It is very bright. It's so glary. I'm really struggling to see the comments, and this monitor in particular, where I'm trying to see the YouTube comments, is really basking in the sun. Mike Lee. So yeah, I'm a bit hesitant to put in the green speed, really between 15 to 17, depending on which end they're playing. And I'll even try and type something in a moment. There you go. Great to see so many viewers at the moment. Currently got 52 watching, which is great for a Saturday pennant day. We normally get up to around 1,000 views, so we're currently around 357. That's good. And I'm happy if I'm the only one viewing in the actual truth. And we get a bit more than that, then it's a bonus. And if I move my camera too far, lose my monitor. Okay, momentarily lost my third monitor. We got that sorted now.
Come on, Matty! Come on. Just trying to beat that side ball. Yep.
Looks like that was one. My apologies, guys. Just trying to update the master board. Should be 10-5 on 8. There we go. There's 2. Should be 10-5 on 9. Anyway, and we're 9 all on the furthest rink. 9. Master board here for grade 3 Pennant hasn't been updated for a little while, so I'm just making sure I've got it all correct. I do believe that we are on the 10th end here, and they've got 10-5 on 8, but I think it is 10-5 on 9, but we'll soon find out. So currently we have got the Gators ahead by 7 shots at the 27th end. got a bit of communication there from Boyd Dumbrell at the moment, just to make sure that the sound is okay and you can all hear things. And as I mentioned before, with the glare that I've got at the moment, really making things difficult to see monitors and change things and everything else. I've never streamed from this side of the green before, and yeah, needed to move my my shade probably a metre to the right so I could actually see the main monitor I need to see at the moment, but that's all good. Just keep watching at the moment, viewers. I'm going to try and change my display so I can
Scorchers!
Okay. I'm giving up trying to get my get out of the glare at the moment. All right. Okay. I'm just doing a sound check with Boyd, and I'll just double check. How's that? You just mentioned that he's got major nose breathing, hearing, and I'm just checking with him there. So it all sounds okay in my ears at the moment, but it might be a little bit loud for you. So I'm hoping that's a little bit better. All right. Chris Blake, trying to just get to that jack high bowl. Maybe can trail. He's interested. He's in a good area. Oh, and it has rolled through. So I believe it's definitely 2. Murray Chapman. Just let me know, viewers, if that sounds better in your ears as far as you can still hear my commentary. Maybe that's a good thing or a bad thing. Got a game of AFL nearest you can hear the horns maybe through. And soon see the indication. But yeah, the angle of where I'm sitting is very new. So once I broadcast from this side of the club again, I'll know the exact position of my gazebo, so I can actually see my second and third monitors. Bob the Builder coming out, and away we go. But yes, viewers, any time you're finding the sound too loud or too much chat or can't see the cameras, let us know. Because, we want to make sure that you're getting the best of the coverage, and YouTube's on a delay from me, and so I'm able to adjust some things to make your listening a little bit more pleasurable. And now that sun is going down at 20 past 2, it's not going down, it's just changing obviously direction in the height factor, and I can make sense of what's going on. And the middle rink, I've got a 14-all score line on 11, and they've just adjusted it again. They've changed their mat around again. One thing Matt has to do is change the cameras before I change the scores. Well, they're maintaining there on 9 ends, so let's just go with that. Well, from my calculation, we are all square at 33 apiece. A big camp back there from the Scorchers. So game on, everyone, and a very good bowl here, and lovely toucher. And it's a good effort there from Craig James, as the call was go Jamesy. Now I can't really bring you too much side action view because there is the problem with the legs of my shade. Been a change on the rink between Dave McCartney and Jeff Frost. Another score update. Oh, you can't see it when they're all standing in front of the board. Gators picking up 2 on that third rink, so go 2 ahead. All right, let's try and focus back on the attention here. Alrighty, there we go. Third, Simon Boylan. Taren Point currently holding 3 shots. Big target. Needs to change it up though. Just missed his line, very easy to do. The overnight rain has softened the greens a bit, but they have definitely, with this southerly breeze, quickened up. And yeah, makes for interesting playing. Wish I was out there, but I'm here. We have a look at the middle rink at 16-14 on 12 between Bobbledyke and Bristow. And the Scorchers versus the Gators on the third green. Also, I'd say third rink is 10-11 on 10 to Jeff Frost with a 2-shot difference. So let's see what Mark Capel does here. All right, that should swing away, but he might get one out or maybe both. Oosh, okay. All right, I'm not going to pan the camera out at the moment, viewers. There is only 2 bowls behind the head, and they are both 1 each of the Gators and the Scorchers. So, look, you don't want to fatten the target up, and you want to leave some holes there, but get another one in there. Yeah, big boards needed. Oh, missed opportunity miss there from Simon. All right, the call is either hand. Jack, bowl. Let's see how he goes. Go straight at it and go firm. Okay. Maybe the call was to get another bowl in the head. Now 3 down. This will turn away. Got third shot. Okay. At the turnover.
Come on, Scorchers!
These players in the teams are both up, and ladies and gentlemen, I can see my third monitor. How good's that? The sun has repositioned itself so I can bring you all the action live from the Taren Point Bowling Club. And you better be live in it because you found us, and we thank you for turning up. Hope you're having a great day. Change it up all right. Oof. Probably not what he wanted, but let's now go and show you that I actually can't go any lower than that. So that's no point. What I'm going to do is I'll change my camera up and I'll bring to you the side camera, which is camera 2. And we might be able to see where they're drawing to. Okay, so the jack is over to the right. From looking at what I can see, that's Craig James is coming up. He's made connection on that. Okay. Definitely 3 shots. 3 shots at the moment to Taren Point. A little high. He needs a plant. And he rolls in. He takes one out. So it definitely would be 2 shots, I would imagine. Maybe 2 or 3. I'm probably going to put a tape on it. Or 4. Okay. So we might zoom out a bit. Well, obviously, with Murray Chapman putting that bowl in the ditch and the jack, the skipper, Chris Blake from the Gators, had a chance to draw within 3 metres to cut it down to 2. But he ended up going in the ditch and taking out one of Taren Point's bowl. But now they're looking at which is close, and it is 3 shots. 3 shots to the Scorchers. So we are all level, 10 on 10, unless they've got one of the ends misplaced. But you know what? I'm just going on what I'm seeing, and it should be all the 10s. So we're all square on the TV rink. And that has meant that the Taren Point Scorchers have taken the lead on the master board. And once again, Matt, all the way up, minimal length, playing with the wind behind them. And they're now probably going to be calling the umpire, because they'll be checking length of jack. No, they're happy with it. No umpire. And away they go. So let's change our middle camera to see if we can bring to you where the mat is. And as you can see, Matt's all the way up. That's where they are, right in front of me. No, they're keeping me busy trying to do everything that I need. Good job, Mr. Chalky. Well done. Craig James. Muzz, Chris, just a fraction. Just a fraction. That's what good. 1 foot, that was all. You'd been doing great. Here we go. They like being on the TV rink, and I like bringing them the action too. Sips. Thank you, my lovely viewers. Only sips of water at the moment, although the great man at 446 views, let's get to 500 again. Ring a mate, text him, tell him grade 3, Gators versus Scorchers is on, and we're having a good time. Let's get over to 500 views again. That generally gets to about 1,000 by the end of the weekend. Lots of Pennant players are playing, and so they can't actually watch the coverage. What they do is they then watch the coverage back, because it's in for all eternity. Scott Gary, trying hard. All right. So, Mick Lee, he's the greenkeeper at the Gators. He's got the pink XGs. He's just trying to get to Scott Gary's green and yellow bowl. If he does that, gets a second one in the head, and very easy to do. Slide over correction, and I can tell you can't be last off at the moment, because the third rink across, rink number 18, is only on 10 ends, and the middle rink is now a 16-15 on 13. So we'll probably add another score change. Cracking game here. A bit different to last week. Well, we had a blowout of about 30 shots. This is Simon Boylan, director at the club. Yeah, well done. Back to the centre line. And they've got 3 seconds now. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see Murray Chapman call Simon to maybe have a bit more of a positive look there. We are 36 all. And they did make an error with the ends. I knew it. There you go. We're now up to 11 ends on this rink. I did have one behind. So we are 36 all on 34. At the halfway point, or just over the halfway point, anyone's game so far. Now, I'm not too sure what this means on the overall point score when it comes into bowls link between these two teams. More of a direct approach. Got to get down, Simon. Well done. That is a fabulous shot. Well done. Not enough room to show the highlight of that, but that was a very, very well executed bowl. Did exactly what he needed. So I tell you at the moment, Taren Point and Grandviews are 3rd and 4th in their section respectively, with Engadine and Sylvania ahead. And at the moment, Engadine look like they are clearly, well, they're not clearly, they're only 2 points ahead of Sylvania. And Taren Point on 47 and Grandviews on 33. So Grandviews are playing for pride here, as are the Scorchers. I don't think with 1 round to go that either of these sides can make the victory of the section. But they're playing very well. This is Chris Blake. Needs to get to that massive bowls, and he's just missed his line. He's still got another one in the bag. This is Murray Chapman. What's he going to do? He needs to play, I would think, his forehand. Just a little sit on that Eddie Baker bowl. Just not going to get down from there. Fair effort. Just needed to arrive on that. Now, what Chris Blake is trying to do is get into that group of bowls or even trail the jack. Probably best result is to sit Simon Boylan. We are all square at 36 all. It's got to get down. Just holding. Just not going to arrive. Well done. Now, who's got the shot? It's worth a look. I would favour Taren Point, but we are going for a measure. Good end, boys. Really good end. Hope you're enjoying it. Well, at least you're enjoying the footage. The commentary's a bit ordinary at the moment, but we'll get there. Everything is great. Good on you. So many. One. Okay. We have a new leader on this rink. We've been behind the whole game. We're hanging in there. They were doing it by singles initially. And that means Taren Point 37, Gators 36. And we've had, another 2 on the middle rink. Bobblerdike's now got the 18. 14 on 15. And just like that, the Gators of Jeff Frost has picked up some shots over there. I think it was a 3 or a 4, and let's have a look to see who's leading. Dushka, the Gators ahead by 1, 40-39 on 37. Good shooting, teams. Good battle up front here between Craig James and Eddie Baker. And there's the AFL hooter going again. And on this green, but on the other rinks, we've got Caringbah taking on the other Taren Point Grade 1 side, so Grade 1 versus Grade 2. And a very good set there from Craig. You got one on and one behind. Let's see what Eddie Baker can do to reply. Ball's on its way, and I'm not surprised to see him through and attacking, and I'm sure his skipper Chris Blake wouldn't be overly impressed with that attempt, but that's okay. We're all doing our best, as I am. All right, Scott Gary. Breeze starting to pick up even more, but look at that get back. Wow. That really swooped to come a finish late back to the centre line. Mick Lee. Just trying to find that gap. A little tight with his line. Yep, throws his arm out thinking, where was I going? He definitely gave it a chance, but a little bit too much. Has stayed in bounds though. I would think that Scott Gary will plan another one where he is, because they're currently holding, I would say, 2 and a look. From that image, definitely only 2 at the moment to Taren Point. All right. Mick Lee. Been asked to give it a bit more real estate. Good line here. All about his weight. He looks a little slick. Just got to get down. Look, good position. Very helpful. Gets a bowl into that group now in case Taren Point we're going to look at trailing. You can hear both sides. Scorchers, come on Gators, and I love it. I really enjoy it. They're up for this. You know, whoever, well, look, if Taren Point win this, the Gators will be relegated to 4th position in this section. But a win will keep them alive for next week. Not to progress through for the flag, but so 2 sections of 4 in Grade 3. And look, you don't need to be watching Platinum or Grade 1 to be entertained with some very good bowls. Last week the conditions were pretty tricky, but that was with the westerly. But now they've got a southerly, so the breeze is generally, well, it is now starting to swirl around a bit. So bowls will start to swoop. But let's have a look at Mark Capel, 3rd for the Gatorade. The Grandviews Gators. You can't allow your thought to digress for one moment. I mean, trust me, it's been an arm wrestle my whole life. Apologies, viewers, I can't really interact too much with you on the comments at the moment because, as I mentioned before, I've got a very glary table that needs the Youtubelivesports tablecloth, which would minimise the glare coming from the screen where I've got access to my live stream. Okay, the 3rd for the Grandviews Gators. He's got to try and find that little gap. If he can get back to Scott Gary's, a little high again. Okay. Definitely one and a look for two. Shot bowl is, depending with the shadows, is Craig James in the front of the jack there. And I won't zoom in terribly tight at the moment because the skips are about to play their bowl and you want to be able to see it. But if I was to zoom in, you'd be able to see the stickers on the bowls. All right, Murray Chapman on the backhand. Just wants to cover and count and, well, already had one there. No, I'm assuming he was just trying to get back to Scott Gary's. Okay, Chris Blake. Big bowl here. Nothing like that one. Turns his back on it. Gonna hit something. Maybe the ditch. Yeah. Well done, Simon Boylan. I like that. Give me a foot. Help me draw. Team's up. Okay, let's see the correction. Chris Blake, big bowl in the space of things. 11-10 down. Better bowl here. Has he found the gap or is he running into trouble? He's close. Oh! He almost got the double. Looking for the triple. Simon, how many was that? Was that one or two? Two. Thank you. I looked away and but look where they've put the mat. Way up. Again, it's working for them. Changing the length. Making it hard for people to really hone in on the green speed. And it really slowed the scoring capacity of the Grandviews Gators at the moment. They've had an opportunity to convert and it just hasn't happened. We have now got a 1 point score difference, 41-40 on 38. And away we go. 13-10 on 13, correct. We've got an 18-16. The Gators picking up a single in that middle rink. Should be on 15, and it is. And I can't see the score on the third rink, which is Dave McCartney taking on Jeff Frost. Well, viewers, you are watching the Metro South East Bowls Region Open Gender Pennant, Grade 3, Section 2, here at the Taren Point Scorchers. And I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing, because we're at 41 all. Let's see, 16-10 on 12. So the Gators go one ahead again. The arm wrestle continues. There's lots to watch here. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the coverage from wherever you are watching around the world. And if you want to come on down and have a meal and have a good time down here, say g'day to me. You can see me, I'm just giving you a wave. That's where I am, on the left-hand side of the screen. And Craig James leaving too short there. Probably not his best end, but his line is pretty good. Eddie Baker using the maroon Optimas. Stays down, good technique. Just got to find that room, and he has. Probably going to turn a bit more than he wanted. But still, probably not our lead's best end, but you know what? We've had a good battle, these two. Scott Gary. He got one of these. Big. Big smash onto it. Yeah, look, the breeze has picked up, and I reckon it's switched around a bit. Let me have a look on the radar. It doesn't feel all southerly now at the moment. No, still a southerly. Thought there might have been a little southwesterly, but actually looking at that. Yeah, no, southwest. Bit cooler. Not the best end from the front end at the moment of the Scorchers and the Gators. Once again, I've had a moment where I think I've caught up to myself, but I don't know. How are you going, viewers? Are you having a good afternoon? Oh, we've got over 500 views already, and that'll double very shortly. 47 people currently joining me. What are you having for morning, or for lunch, or for afternoon tea? Just let us know in the comments. I've clearly got water. Nothing else at the moment. You can't blame anything else for my 6 out of 10 broadcasts at the moment, but we aim to always improve. All right, Simon Boylan should get back from there. Just needs a clear run, but it's a little runny, and you got another big to give him a bit of a hand. We wouldn't even call that a Reuben Wiki, but we're going to give him one of those. Plenty of room to draw. However, I'm not sure why he's got him playing that hand. Got the pink bowl of Mick Lee coming in. Maybe he's going to leave it there and leave that open and maybe try and get under the Simon Boylan bowl. Just didn't manage to send it. Okay, so Murray has asked him to sit through. First prize is the bowl, second prize is the jack. Let's see how he executes this. Simon Boylan. Yeah, good area to so far. Just got to hang on. Gonna get second prize. Oh, how do you do that? Missed everything. Simon, I bet you can't do that another 100 times. You got to watch that back, mate. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, viewers, this is what we're watching. Scorchers versus the Gators. Metro South East Bowls. Region Open, gender Pennant, grade 3. And we've got Murray Chapman taking on Chris Blake. It's currently a look at Murray's trying to sit that bowl. He might get it. He's cleared everything out. It's one shot. I have played against Murray a couple of times and he does that regularly. That's why he's a skipper. Likes to sort of sit bowls. Let's see what Chris Blake can do. Put it back. He just needs to beat that pink bowl and he may come in for shot. It's got to fall over. And it has. It's definitely... Now it's up to Murray to draw. If he can just get under Craig James's bowl there on the right-hand side, it will get back from there. I just think he might be a little quick. Just got to do exactly what he did just then. He's probably taking he needs to take a narrower line. Can't see it. There we go, well done. Yeah, that's a good bowl. Well done. Yeah, that's a great skipper's bowl. Definitely brought in to... Let's have a look at that on the replay. YouTube Live Sports replay. He just gave it good weight, good line. draws the applause of Eddie Baker and crew. And that's a very good skipper's bowl by actually a very good end by the skipper, Chris Blake. Mr. Chalky, we'll see you later. And if we add 2 to the score, it's a 13-12. On 14. And you know what, viewers? Still got that sun glare. Oh, man. I'll literally move my sunshade and I'd be a lot happier. Anyway, all good. Okay, you got to keep an eye on what's happening on the other rinks because we've got an 18-all score on 16 on the middle rink between Bobbledyke and Bristow, and 16-12 on 13. So Taren Point picking up a 2 over there. And we put all those numbers into the computer. And we're left with a 43-46 on 43. Gators getting the ascendancy at the moment with 20 ends to play. And this is the most crucial time of the match. When Eddie Makey watches this back, his second bowl generally is correcting from being quite not there, as in the length. So that's something maybe that Eddie needs to work on in getting his first bowl behind the head, and then the second one he can be a little bit gentler in the way that he is able to draw. Good effort there from the leads. It's been a great day here. After we finally sorted out the audio and finally put up my Oz Trail gazebo, I needed to be a fraction, about 3 feet to the right. Mick Lee just trying to play up into his teammates' bowls. Scott Gary looking to try and open draw. But, forehand a little bit clustered. Fairly good area to there. Look at this get back. Yeah, fair effort. Yeah, good pace there from Mick. Just got to hurry. Well done. One shot to the Gators. Let's see what Scott Gary can do to correct. He obviously needed to give it a bit more grass and a little bit less weight. So we had to improve 100%. And he's tried to improve, but he's overcorrected. Not bad consistency. Good grouping, but just not close enough to the jack. Craig, come over here for a sec because they can hear us. Tell me, we've got Craig James here. You're in an arm wrestle and everyone's up. But the big board, there's, only a couple of shots in it with 20 ends to go. How are we feeling?
Hey, it's good. We're going good. It's very two pace. One hitting, punching the wind, and the other end.
There's about a 2-second difference, roughly. It seems like it.
Yeah, it's very two paced. So
last week we had a Wesley which was coming straight across, so it made it very difficult. So the heads have been pretty tight, but you've had a good battle with your lead. You guys have really set up a good head for the skippers. They'd be liking you at the moment.
Yeah, mate, I'm fairly happy. It's just all about a team get in there and do their job.
Well, you are doing that. And I looked at the point score and look, Sylvania and I think Engadine are a bit ahead, but there's bragging rights on the line here taking on the Gators.
Yes, we win today. We give ourselves a chance to keep in the mix.
Which is good.
Yes.
All right, mate. Well, look, you get back to it. You're 2/3 through. That means you've got 1/3 to go.
Yes.
Thanks for spending time with us. There's Craig James. one of Taren Point's favourite sons, established in 1950.
Old son.
Here's the lead. And look, any time I try and grab them and be in the lead, I asked him if it was okay, and he just basically said, sure. Well, he didn't really have a chance to answer me. Look, it does keep them in the mix, although a couple of results have to go their way. I'm one more round to go. I'm not going to go into all the mathematical equations of that. We'll just keep focus on this, and we'll keep you informed about how things are. I won't zoom in yet, but it does look like it's a look. Actually, no, it is 2 shots, definitely to the Gators. That bowl of Mark Capel up there near the centre line. Just a bit quick there from Simon. So Murray Chapman's going to have to earn his stripes here. The thing is, Murray has 3 bowls, and I will do this just to show you. All of those down there are Taren Point. If he gets through the goalposts, rummages through there, the only problem is he has 1 bowl on the head on the left-hand side. That is it. If that comes out, they are down 5. And if I was Chris Blake, I'd be playing to try and sit that bowl through. He can play his forehand. But let's just see what happens. So I think Chris is going for cover. So he's trying to get to the 3 bowls behind. And look, if the jack goes in the ditch, depending on where bowls end up, yeah, I'm a bit surprised by this. Maybe he's... Oh, he doesn't want to take his own bowl out. That's now opened it up. That has opened it up for Chris Blake to sit that bowl, and that's what's been said. Oh, no. This is a massive bowl. If Chris Blake can sit that bowl through, he's sitting there for 6, 7. Watch this, viewers. This is huge. Oh, he's on track. If this gets down, oh, just a bit quick. So I don't know what Muzz is trying to do here. Is he going to rummage through? He is. Doesn't want his bowl to come out. Good effort. Probably now only 2. It is. Oh, it's getting a bit toey then. Yeah, it was big opportunities for both skips. 14-13 on 15. We are 18 all on 16 in the middle rink between Bristow and Bobbedick. And we might just try and get the family reunion out of the road. And it's 16-12 on 13. And that is still the same score. And we should have the Gators 5 points, this biggest margin they've had recently. Wow. We're not tee to tee, but the jack is on the tee, and the mat's up about 2 metres from the tee at the other end. Now, dare I try and bring in... Yeah, we can do that now. They've finally got the mat in a reasonable place, and I can bring you what they're doing on the mat. There he is. There's Craig James. Bowl's on its way. Yeah, well done. All right. Let's see if that son wants to behave now. Oh, a couple of lies. Top notch. I'll show you top notch. Oh, you know, viewers, I'll let you know when I'm top notch. Today, if you followed the coverage last week, I was really feeling a bit flat with lots of things in life going on at the moment, but that's okay. My favourite auntie is dying of cancer, sadly, and she hasn't got long left. They've inserted a tube to try and drain her lungs so she can breathe properly. She wants to keep living. Honey is. Love her very much, and went and saw her the other day, and yeah, so still feeling a little sad, but the YouTube Live Sports community is brilliant. And, you know, I had a change of club, a change of region 10 days ago. No, not even that. About 10 days ago. So there's been a bit of change in my life recently. So coming to broadcast and not playing Pennant. I mean, I wanted to play Pennant, but I had to change clubs, and conditions to play prevent you from changing clubs mid-season and playing Pennant for that club. That's just the way it is. But you're allowed to stack lower grades to try and get a regional flag, even though some of those players won't be able to play at the state level if that happens. Not complaining, just letting you know as a commentator that's how it is. But I've had good moments of joy, but more moments of heaviness. And viewers, if the one thing you get to know about me, Matty Red Ball Harris, is that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and you fake it till you make it, but I'll be very transparent and raw and honest. There's no sugarcoating when you're not having such a great time of it, but I'm not going to bring you down. Yeah. Thanks, Boss War Eagle. Appreciate it. It's all life, mate. None of us get out of alive. None of us get out of here alive. And that's just the nature of the way it is. No disrespect to anyone struggling from the C word or mental health or lots of other things. That far rink of David McCartney and Jeff Frost, 18-12 on 14. Look, I don't have to rush off anywhere this afternoon, so I will stay with us for the duration of this coverage. I won't just close up shop once this rink is done on rink 20. We've still got 19 and 18. The middle rink on 19 is two ends ahead. So depending on what happens here, I haven't been able to see what's been happening in the McCartney Jeff Frost rink, and let's see how we go. Mark Capel. Yeah, Boss War Eagle, mate, a little bit distracted at the moment, but you know what? I have a diagnosis with ADHD, so my mind thinks about 1,000 things at once at times, but very fortunate to be operating cameras and the sound and making sure the scoreboard's up to date, and yeah, perfect mix for me, this option to work with YouTube Live Sports. Great family. You're included in that. Happy Bowler had a great time at Lightning Ridge, and speaking to him a couple of times as I was putting all the boards together for this coverage yesterday. We were having a big chat, and I think he had his cousin in the car with him. What a great tournament that was. All right. Simon Boylan, he's a director at the club and has made me feel welcome as I made my transfer from DY to here. Currently 1 shot to Taren Point. They've got the southerly behind them, so this is probably running around about 16 now as we start to get the shadows at 3 o'clock here at daylight saving no longer. Still turning. Mark Capel. I really hope you're enjoying a grade 3 coverage. I'm enjoying being here for the Metro Southeast Bowls region. And this has been a beautiful match. Hoping I can get to a grade 7 next week, or a grade 6, make them all feel like rock stars. This is Simon Boylan on the forehand. Just trying to get to that Mick Lee bowl. Murray Chapman, the skipper, likes it. No respot. It's definitely...
Done well against the sun all day, Chief.
Oh, what are the chances, Boss War Eagle, you're a Harris? Probably no relation, my friend. I've got Scottish heritage with my my dad's side, who obviously my Harris name is after. Here we go, Chris Blake. With that direction, he's really looking at maybe getting through that gap and looking for connection onto the jack or onto that bowl. Doesn't want to take that one out. Ooh, lucky Mick Lee. And another bowl in there. Now they're having a little look. You'd think Taren Point are holding with that bowl on the left-hand side. You know what? I may have a bit of time to quickly have a look at the angle. Nope, wrong way. That's the look. What do you reckon, viewers? Who's holding shot? Oh, yeah. Boss War Eagle, looking at your comment there. Listen, the YouTube Live Sports family is a family. Trust me. That's why I'm broadcasting any Pennant I can, because I wanted to play Pennant. I live for Pennant play. But as Happy has said to me, you ain't going to be playing much bowls. What's happening here? Well, it's fallen out. I still don't know who's got shot. Magic fingers time. Oh, no. Chris Blake has almost tripped over the bowl trying to do the magic fingers. Can I see that on the replay? Quickly find it. Quick, find it. Let me see if we can see that on the replay. It's coming. There it was. Oh, he just missed it. Well, I don't know if he was trying to kick it closer. Really got to be careful when you're going into a head to not be so present. What's that going to happen? 19-18 on 17, middle rink between Bobaduc and Bristow. We've got an 18-14 on 15. Okay, let's stay with this at the moment. Big bowl coming in here. Don't know who's got shot. He's looking to try and promote the pink bowl of Mick Lee. I think he's just going to be under. Is he going to get the Reuben Wiki? Not quite. I don't know who's holding. But all I know is the Scorchers between McCartney and Frost. They've picked up another 2. And we are a 6-shot difference. Just double check the score. 14-13 on 15. Ooh. Okay. We've had another change. They've picked up a 3 in that middle rink. It is close. Wow. Three shots. This is a big bowl here for Murray Chapman. If he can pick up the jack. Oh, fair effort. I don't know who's holding. Bob the Builder. How close? This is for Taren Point's season. They need to win, and they need to win at least 2 out of the 3 rinks and the big board for a 9-1. Steady hands. You can see that Simon's got the knee support. Okay. Playground not too far away. Oh my God, there's about 100 kids over there. And of course, the cameras are struggling to zoom in on that. Great to see people catching up on the live stream. Good on you, viewers. Hope you're enjoying it. Last week's views, we got around about 1,000 to 1,500 by the end of the weekend. We could have an umpire here. Oh, they're still measuring. I would try and change my camera. Oh, after all of that, after all of that, they called the umpire. I've got to go to a nature break. I'll be back, but only in a rerun. a millimetre, apparently. Just working the room. Well, I didn't get a chance to talk to them before the game because it was also rushed. All right, one shot to Taren Point, and I was just going down to talk to the skippers. So, oh, come on. There we go. And we'll get rid of Dickie Bird. All right, Leeds not having such a good time of it going back into the wind. Bit of chat going on there in the live stream. My apologies, I can't get to you at the moment, but you guys have fun over there, and I'll just keep trying to facilitate a really good game of lawn bowls. There's been a change since I went over just to talk to the skippers to find out how things are in the hood. 14-18 on 15. That third rink, McCartney versus Frost, they've been on that score forever. I'm sure there'll be a change and there'll be an update with 2 ends to go on to that. A little bit loose here from the leads. It's all right. This is where the seconds will fix it up, and Scott Gary decided to come in, and I'll show you how to draw. And look at that, still finishing. All right, Mick Lee, greenkeeper at the Gators. And away they go. Ball's over. 1 to Mick. All right, let's see how Scott Gary. Got to go slightly higher, my friend. He's using Optimas. Going to work now. Look at this comeback. Definitely. Lovely shot. That is what they said. Brilliant. People are saying, what was the time? Yeah, Scott Gary checked his watch. Mick Lee. He's got a bowl in the head already, so definitely taking a narrower line. This will cross the head. Is it gonna hold? Fair effort. Yeah, well done. Definitely got second shot. I'm waiting to see what happens on that rink, number 18. And there is a score change, 14-19 on 16. Only one shot and one end. We can hear got a bit of a kid's birthday party going on, probably around about 30 metres from me. And so you can probably hear that in the... All right. I'll just make sure I've checked the master board. And we should be 14 all on 16 as we are. A 19-14 on the furthest rink between McCartney and Frost. There's 5-shot margin there, and we should be 2 shots diff on the big board. And we are, with 12 ends to play. Okay. we can start talking about that bowl's just sitting there saying hit me. And if Simon doesn't sort of just get another bowl in the head, just got to change it up, and he has. Oof. Okay. So viewers, what were you thinking? Okay, Chris Blake has said forehand, swinging bowl, sit the bowl or hit mix. Let's see how he goes. He's using an SR, not an SRV. These are an SR, Mark Capel. Fair effort in the area. Oh, and I don't know. Who's got shot? Good bowling, gentlemen. This is where we might change our viewpoint. Just to magic fingers again. What do you reckon, viewers? You're not going to see from that angle. And you're definitely not going to see from that angle. But this is what they've been doing all day. Taren Point, as soon as they get the mat, straight up halfway, minimal distance. This is the mission. Let's see if the skippers can take the measure out, because we know we had an umpire last time. Cracking afternoon here down here at this home of the Scorchers. Using an XG is Murray. Can he get back from there? If he gets to that blue, he gets shot, or the pink. Oh, he's rocked it. Who knows? I got no idea who's holding shot. Great bowling, gentlemen. Good to see lots of people having a chat. What a great way to get you guys together. Make sure you tell your friends. Matty Red Ball Harris is in the house. Yeah, we're over 650 views. Good on you. Metro Southeast Bowls. About 76 people watching. We got a cracker. Let them know. There is 2 shots in it with 12 ends to play. Cracking bowl. Section 2. Grade 3. Best region in the country. And I'm biased because I'm here. I love it. David Ellis Jr. Hopefully the coverage is in the Gators. Fair effort. Definitely it's up in the big screen in the Scorchers. Simon Boylan, give him a foot. Draw to there, you get another one. Oh, I don't know. That's why I'm glad I'm watching. Okay, so let's see what Chris Blake does. If he can get back to those 2 bowls and sit those 2. He's sitting there for 3. God, his line's pretty good. He's just got to get down in time. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the bowl of the match. Jack, bowl. Oh, it's cut. Wow. Oh. It might be 2 to Taren Point. Well, trying to see how the measure goes. Can't see it there. Steady fingers. That is Simon Boylan on screen. He's one of the directors here. Oh, Eddie Bake. Eddie, get over here, mate. Tell me, you love the Gators, do you, Eddie?
Yes.
I tried to get him on the microphone. Hey, what do you think of Dave Ellis? He's a good fella, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
I was hoping you'd said that. Hey, get over there. Oh, guess what? We've got another umpire. Tell me, come and talk to me. 1 second, quick. I had Craig James on the live stream, and they can hear you here. You guys have had a really good battle, and you're using the enhanced grip, which I saw. How long have you had those with the Optimus?
Before Scissor Hammer cassette cheese,
Yes.
I chose a big chip.
Okay, so you had to find another bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Work quickly.
well, you're doing a great job. Get over there. Let me know how it's going. But good on you, Eddie. He's loving it. He says, come on, the Gators. He's trying to get his team home. We got another umpire. And he's on his way. Going again. Oh, my. On the middle rink between Bottledyke and Bristow. Oh, Taren Point think they've got it. What a change is. We've had a change. Just when Taren Point were trying to get back into it. The middle rink has Gators have brought back, so it should now be a 4-point ball game, and it's 14-9. That's why it's not working. (14-19) on 16, so we've still got a 5-point diff on the furthest rink between McCartney and Frost. Simon, move that way so we can see. Thank you. No, or you can watch. All right. This is called the Orbital.
Is that for private use?
You got them out? What was that?
What's it for private use?
No, this is YouTube Live Sports. We're streaming the whole hoo-ha.
What grade is this?
This is grade 3. Good fun. Lots of people
Who's playing the points?
enjoying the coverage. What was that?
Who's playing the points?
There's the Gators. Grandviews. Yeah. I can't zoom in anymore. Can't. Oh, there we go. That works. They've had to chock that white bowl of Murray Chapman. The bowl on the right is Simon Boylan, and the pink bowl is Mick Lees. Now, I believe they're measuring. It could be a tie. If it's a tie, the end counts, but there's no score. The pink bowler's got it. Actually, the pink bowl was second shot. That's one. So that was a measure for the second. Okay, so.
Good measuring, boys.
And what happens is the umpire is from this club, but of course you have to agree with the umpire's decision is official, and that's what we do. You can't work out who's got shot. You call the umpire, and we sort it out that way. Once again, Matt up. Didn't have to. Well done. Good measuring. Very close.
Yes, it was.
Using the orbital.
Yes.
Make sure you watch the coverage because we.
Like it. You know, you can get to like even a millimetre with this.
Yeah.
Is a long way.
Well, you on the coverage. If you have a look at how you measured, you looked awesome. I zoomed in on you, so you look good. Thanks very much. All right. Okay, so we've got a 15-14. The deadlock is broken. I really want to show you what's going on. The Scorchers got 1 point on that furthest rink again to still hang in there. Shots are so vital at the moment. We should have I think it's a 19-15 on 17 over there. And I'm a bit ahead of the master board. I'm a bit ahead of them. Because the score hasn't gone up on my rink. Another bit of a loosener here. Really important on that middle rink. Scott Gary, this will get down, a little runny. He's using an Optima, green and yellow. So far, Leeds weren't able to get within. It's difficult. It's very, very windy, about 20 kilometres an hour. Let's see how Mick goes. He's on the backhand with the pink XGs. As I mentioned, he's a greenkeeper at Grandviews. They're really finding it difficult this way because the breeze is behind them, minimal distance with the mat length and jack. Really slow motion. Once again, Scott's line is good, but he's just a little slippery. Taren Point fighting hard for their season. And it looks like that middle rink may go to Taren Point. They need the 1 point. And it looks like a 22-21 victory to Bobbledyke over Bristow. So 1 rink determined.
Go, Scorchers!
Well, there was no score change, so it'd be interesting to see what that was. They're measuring. So we have not confirmed the score for the Scorchers. I do believe they've won that end, and they might be measuring for a multiple here. 3. That's a big result to the Scorchers on that middle rink. I believe that should take them to 25, which means we have a new leader. 25, 21 on 21. I can't see, but that's okay. This is going to come down to the wire. Well, I hope you're enjoying it, viewers. There's currently 1 shot at the moment on this rink. Mark Capel. Maybe 3rd shot. With the bowl on the left-hand side from Scott Gary holding 2nd. He just had to beat his last, and he will get shot. Easier said than done. Played a tighter line. Is he going to hang on and maybe sit? Oh, very good bowl. He's holding the shot. And it is 15-19 on 17. And a 25-21-21. So we are double checking everything. 55-54 on 55. Mark might get a little rub and still 1 point to Taren, 1 shot to Taren Point. I love these tight finishes too. Being a commentator, go well. And the Red Bull is working, Peter. And look, I love the communication between the team here at YouTube Live Sports, all our viewers. And we thank you very much for your patronage and choosing to watch, because that's what we're trying to do. Bring this wonderful sport to as many people as we can and get increased involvement, maybe educate a bit. You know, you're all going to have your favourite commentators. And as I said, you get me, I'm very real, and I'll share with you how things are. And that bowl has just fallen over. And from that, I'm not actually sure what Chris was trying to do, but let's just see what happens. Young Simon getting a little bit excited, trying to get him out of the road. Naz, what a bowl. That is a cracker. And they're up. I may have missed a chance to replay. I just couldn't get my pink mouse to come across. And here it comes in. Lovely weight. Lovely shot. And that is 2 to Taren Point. They are really peaking at the right time. Ooh, big bowl. Now, where does he go? What is his options? I'm trying to look around and to see. He's just trying to. Don't think that's going to get down. And it is 2. Well, momentum shift. Is that the gap? God, they're up. I love it. Very vocal, respectfully up. Definitely playing with great spirit and determination. Similar sort of length. Away they go. We should have a 17-14 on 18. Gators just sneaking ahead. 15-19 on 17. Once again, I think they've got the ends mixed up, and it is 18 ends. All right, Craig James just looking for a correction on his last. Eddie Baker. Interesting technique, the way he holds the ball out there. Away he goes, and apparently had a chip in his XGs, and he had to try and find a second set very quickly. There has been a change. Oh, Taren Point picked up another 2 over there on the McCartney Frost Rink. They need the finish line over there, but they've got a chance now. They have to maybe kill some ends. Yeah, good correction there, Craig James. Now you watch. Commentator's curse. Eddie's changed hands. Look, if he stayed on the forehand, he probably would have tried to run at that. Let's see how he goes. He's just got a draw. Just over a draw. Good line. He stayed down low. This is going to get back. This is a beautiful bowl. Well done, Jack. Eddie. That is fabulous. Well done, Mr. Chalky. Let's give him the replay. Look at this coming. Beautiful weight. Yes, he crosses the head. Gets the result. and trails it over to his bowl. Okay. So that bowl that came across was his opponent's bowl. So we have got Mr. Chalky, get out of here. Try and find your mouse. Mick Lee needs to cover and count. Well, look, sadly, he's ended up going to South Cronulla. Gone in the drink. Scott Gary looking to improve. Even if he just gets a fraction tighter. A little bit runny. Not surprising to see them. They are going into the southerly. So there's been a contrast of about 2 seconds each way. All right, Mick Lee, pressure. And look, this is what you can't simulate in a roll-up. Mick Lee, that Jack is sitting there. He does want not too much of this. Oh. Okay. Right, they're still holding 3. Now, if I had a Mr. Chalky with a thumbs up, thumbs down, I'd probably be neutral. It has mean that those 2 back bowls of Scott Gary now has come into play. Simon Boylan can play a positive draw. He wants to get at least second shot here. And it is 17-19 on 18. What's he got? Probably needs... Gotta hang on. And that was his teammate's bowl that's come up, but it is still probably still 3. Mick, is it 18 ends or 17? I thought so. Tight finishes. He's a lovely fella, new dad. Played in the Smedley there at the Grandviews Gators, so mate, Junior does a great job for the region and for his club, as does Ray Pearce here for the Taren Scorchers. Love these tight finishes. I finally feel like I've caught up to myself, viewers, so you'll probably get the best out of me now. And just to let you know, the Scorchers are 43, Caringbah are 42 with 12 ends to play in the Grade 1 versus Grade 2 challenge. So we'll stand by for that as well. A little bit runny. This is the art of being at a beautiful bowls club here at the Scorchers. Look, it takes me an hour each way, minimum, but well worth it. Now, Mark Cable's got the SR. Really needs to take that high line, which he has done. He wants to cover and count. Beat his last, and he's hasn't sent it. But look, that could be a nuisance. Wasn't a deliberate blocker. Definitely 59, 54 on 57. Let's see what Muzza Chapman can do. Not gonna to see it, and I reckon if you watch this back, we're going to give you one of those. Time to be in the sin bin. Tight game. So they tend to forget the cameras are there. And he has counted. I'm going to have to change the camera up because we can't see, literally. Now let's go to this. Camera 2. And you can see Simon very comfortable. No, he's got the... Oh, that was not ideal. Final bowl. Okay. Run into trouble. It is 2. So you can't get too cranky at the players because they've done very well today and it's stressful. But one player in particular, Mr. Boylan, we might need to give him a cattle prod. Okay, just to move a little bit. 17-16 on 19 with 2 ends to play. Cracking game over between grade 1 and grade 2, and they're definitely going to be way behind this grade 3 game, so I guess I'm not going home anytime soon. The other green is full with 2 other grades as well, so we have 4 pennant matches being played here on this green, the Lyle Keats OAM green. Muzz Simon, can't see through you. Thank you. All new to being live stream at this grade. This is Eddie the Eagle Baker. You ever seen that movie? A cracker. He loves it. Eddie's up for this. He really wants to put a good one in here. Yeah, good start, Eddie. Oh, somebody give him a cheer in the club. What a start. So, Craig James. All right, time for me to bring my A game here. Craig James wants to get second shot. Doesn't want to get behind. Fair effort. All right, the Grandviews Gators. Here's Eddie Baker, bowling with a different set of bowls because he's had a chip in his XGs. He's using the enhanced grip. There he's aiming foot. Shooter stance. Okay. That's called a shooter stance. Another foot pointing nowhere near where the bowl's going because he's planted foot as he steps forward, which is not really your aiming foot. Your aiming foot's supposed to be your right foot as a right-hander. That's just me as a bowls coach. Wouldn't be happy with that because he wasted good weight. Okay. And this is more of a normal stance. And we've had a better approach here from Craig James. Just going to swoop underneath again. Not badly. Alrighty. Mick Lee. Now he's got a traditional stance. You can see his right foot is pointing to where it goes. Big cheering going on over on the grade 1, grade 2 rink. Lovely weight again. Okay. Scott Gary, man on a mission. Got the cow van behind me. I like this. This has got, I'm going to execute this exceptionally well. Just going to miss. Whoosh. Oh, commentator's curse there, viewers. I hope you're enjoying the coverage. Make sure you tell a friend. Get a couple of extra views. Not that it impacts what I get. I'm here for nothing. It's the love of the game. Got the camera gear that I'd sort of made an investment with Youtubelivesports, and well done, Mick. That's a beautiful bowl. All right, big board time. There is 3 shots on the big board with 5 ends to play. It is close. I hope you got sunscreen on, by the way. All right, what has Scott Gary done? He hasn't corrected. He has taken his weight off, but I would have played with a little bit more positive intent to disturb that head, but oh, Taren point. They've just picked up a 4. Oh. They've picked up a 4 on the McCartney Frost rink. Oh, that might have been the nail. And they've taken the lead over there. Wow. That's how quickly it can go. I know. They've run out of puff. Oh, no. Well, they're holding 2 here. 3. So let's see what happens. Getting excited. I'm loving it. Oh, dear. So there we go. 21-19. 4 shots. We might have to change, dare I say it, up the other end because the skippers are getting excited. Bowl coming in. Okay, this is what it looks like from Simon Boylan's end. And yeah, thank you, Murray. Needs to get down. He is close. Real close. Lovely bowl. Let's have a look at that on the replay. Great correction on his last. He didn't miss it by much with his first one. Great touch. Look at this. The XG duo. Black and blue. Good weight. Plants it. Now, it is up to the skipper, Chris Blake. Big bowl here. Bowl first. Jack second. Sits there for 4. He is close. It's got to hang on. Has he got to it? It's just got to turn on him. Oh, made it. It's worst possible. Oh, it's not the worst possible result, but that bowl's almost locked in now. If he was to go a little bit more direct. They have got, after Jack goes back, that bowl there, the SR of Mark Capel, but he may need to have to kill it. Simon! Thank you! All right. Hope that didn't hurt your ears. Thank you, boss. Good on you, mate. Yeah. Keep it real. Thank you for your kind words. Okay. He's 1 down. But Murray has the last bowl. Here we go. Not going to hang on. It's just going to turn on him. Now, he's not going to put it in his pocket because there's a chance for him to get a second shot. But I don't think that he's going to... Well, let's see. We won't probably see it because Simon's memory's like a goldfish. Try and go another way. Can't go there. Might get to see a little bit of it now, and then I will change. Oh, he's moving. Probably hasn't sent it, which is pretty standard for a skipper. So, all-important Rink win, but also another shot goes to Taren Point on the master board. And we know that the mat length goes up. And away we go. Okay. Looks like Taren Point holding shot on the other rink of McCartney and Frost. And in the Grade 2, Grade 1 battle between the Scorchers and Caringbah, match that we streamed last week with the other Grade 1 Black Taren Point side having a very comfortable win. It is only 3 shots with 9 ends to play. So I might stay put for a while and we'll see how we go. I'm a bit hesitant to change my camera viewpoint at the moment. I might just go a little bit down, but I want to try and keep that in. I'm zoomed out as much as I can, and yeah, it's not going to help us. So we might just do that just to bring it in at the moment. Good battle up front between Eddie and Craig. And you guys watch this back. I think with 3 ends to play, the momentum has clearly been taken out of the Gators' sails. Phil Means is on the mat on the other rink for Jeff Frost against David McCartney. And they're probably just going to be not beyond the Gators, still mathematically possible. And look at this. Eddie Baker, loving his work, needs the plant, and he has drawn the shot. Yes, well done. Lovely way to finish your game today, Eddie. A really good game. Look, I've really enjoyed the battle between the leads. It's been a lovely game. Scott and Mick have also gone well, but look at this. Scott Gary trying. Oh. Good effort. Really important that the Gators here get at least a 3 to try and big that scoreboard back. I don't know what's happening on the other rink. If the Taren Point Scorchers do score, it's going to make it near him. Well, the impossible. Here we go. Scott Carey looking for a correction. Got to hang on. And he did go lighter, but he went narrower, where he probably needed to go wider with the lightness. But anyway, okay. Now, currently, the Gators are holding 2. Okay, that's a fair effort there. And he's got a toucher. So, has he made it a harder shot for Simon? I'm not sure. I'm trying to look at what's going on with the Dave McCartney rink. He's got very nice white shoes, Dave McCartney. And he looks like he's bowling with a black and white XG. Not long left there, but let's have a look at this. Second shot, and he's done well. Well done. Very good bowl, Simon. Made it very hard for the Gators to get a multiple. And they are 2 for a draw, 3 for a win. If they're holding 1, it's not enough. I don't know how they're going to get that bowl out now, and how Mark can get another shot. He doesn't want to frame this up. He's playing on the backhand. Look, he can try and play through Eddie's bowl, And this is what he may be doing. Just going to cut. Even at this time of the day at 4:05. Good weight. Look, that's a good trail opportunity. Okay. It sounds like there was another 4 on the McCartney Frost Rink. So I think the Gators... Oh, wow. That's momentum. That is a lovely bowl. Let's have a look at that on the YouTube Sports Live replay. He's played some big bowls, Simon, at the back end of this game. Have a look at this. Sends it. Great touch. Great weight. Trail. So there's only one thing for the skipper to do. He can trail this bowl off. Just get rid of Mr. Chalky. And we're back live. Just so you know, the Mark Capel bowl ended up to the right off screen, which I will have to change. But look, just a couple of ends, and the Rink of Dave McCartney has picked up another 4. And so the match that was extremely close in the balance has been blown up, and it'll be a Taren Point win, and it might be a 10-0. Fair effort. It's got to get down, plants it. Oh, great effort, Chris Blake. Well done. Okay. Where does Murray Chapman go? Draws another one in. Okay, so that's where it could have gone. He has split the back, and I can't show you there. Look, a 2 will get them a draw. He's not far off here, a little high, and it is a terrific game. I think it was only 1, maybe. Mick, was that 1 down? Okay. On to Taren Point. Let's just do the right thing. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, you have watched what I believe was a really good game. The 1916 win, Chapman over Blake, but for a lot of that game, it was anyone's. Same as the big board. And Taren Point literally had the southerly buster and just smashed the Gators to smithereens to be 13 shots up with 1 end to play on the big board. Who would have thought that was going on? I don't know, the Gators maybe should have got some pickle juice happening, just like the NRL players. But you know what? What a cracking afternoon here. The Scorchers versus the Gators. Been terrific. And we're going to stay here just to see what happens on the next rink. It's a 25-19 on 20. So we've also got 7 ends to play against the Taren Point Scorchers Grade 1 against Caringbah Grade 2. All right, 6 ends to play. And I'll just see what the master board is. And what I might do is I'll just quickly try and change my camera over to watch what's happening on the furthest rink. And there is a satellite. And you know what, I'm not going to really be able to see it past. Yeah. Oh, we're all right. Okay. that is the viewpoint of the final end. But I wouldn't have expected the scoreline to be 13 difference in the masterboard. That has been a shift in 5 ends. And it came about with 2 fours on the rink that we're watching now. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. Maybe some jacks moved, but that's bowls, and that's generally... But look, a very significant win in the end on the masterboard, the Scorchers over the Gators. Didn't play that way all afternoon. And thank you, viewers, and thank you for watching. Really appreciative of you joining me this afternoon. Phil Means drawing the shot there, probably holding 2 there at the moment. And then we'll go from there. Good job, well done.
Cheers, mate.
Hey, congratulations. That momentum just shifted. I've got Murray Chapman here. I saw your dad yesterday here practicing. Was it your dad? Oh, your stepdad.
Tom.
There you go. Mate, I spoke to a couple of the leads. They had a great battle up front.
It was a good Rink was a great game.
Oh, it was a great game. Tell me, you had the Southerly behind you. Was it around a 2-second difference in green speed?
At least 2, possibly 3.
I tell you who played very well at the back end to really push that, Simon Boylan.
Yeah, he's improving.
Oh, mate, he played extremely well. He doesn't know where to stand on the live stream, but that's all right.
No, I'll keep telling him Blakey stuff.
No, that's all right. But so, look, that means a 10-0 means it's kept your season alive, depending on other results.
Yeah. So Engadine were playing
Someone else from another section, because
today,
they were playing Sylvania.
Yeah, so they were 12.5 in front of Engadine, and Sylvania were...
Is it first past the post in your section, or have you got a playoff?
Top 2.
Okay, so you want Engadine to beat them 10-0.
Well...
Because that would then bring you up to Sylvania.
No.
Well done.
It brings us closer.
Yeah.
But they were 10.5. So it puts us half a point behind.
So who have you got next week?
We've got Engadine. No. We have...
We might have a look at Bowlslink just while we got you here, because our viewers are loving it. They're loving Grade 3 being live streamed just quietly. Apparently, word on the street that Taren Point was the worst Grade 3 ever. Was that right?
Supposedly I heard that.
But you know what? It's all about there's ribbing, and there's why let the truth get involved in a good story. I can tell you, next week you've got Double Bay playing Earthco in Section 1. You've got Moorfield and West Leagues playing in Section 1. Oh, here we go. Taren Point playing Engadine at home. Grandviews, they could do you a real good favour in beating Sylvania.
They wanted to.
So, well, look, Muzz, what does the rest of the week look like for you? You got the weekend and...
I've got to shoot now. We're going to, Lion King Music.
Oh, beautiful. Well, enjoy. And then a couple of days of rolling up.
Yeah, there'll definitely be 2.
And we'll see you again. There you go. Thank you, Murray Chapman. Well done. Well, look, I don't think the Gators are going to win this one either. So I'm gonna stay on for the moment, because I will show you the big board of the Caringbah versus Scorchers Grade 1, Grade 2 match. And I can tell you, Caringbah beat quite resoundingly last week. I have a thought that they may have moved some players to a lower grade, but I'm not going to speculate. The game is over. I'm not sure where it ended up over there. We'll find out. Phil! 1 or down, 2? 2 down. So, it looks like it was 2 shots. 1? 1 shot to Taren Point, which I didn't see that happening with 3 ends to play. So an overall result of a 70-56 on 63. Lovely to see you. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage at the Grandviews Gators. You're welcome. And I'm going to show you in a moment what's been happening on the other green. But look, always nice to talk to players. So let's just do the math before we head on over the ladder. So Taren Point gets 10, 57.5. That puts them 1 point behind Sylvania. Sylvania were playing Engadine, and it depends on what happened today between that match. And there's no scores in for that yet. So I'm just going to adjust my camera to bring in that score from across the way. And then we might be able to bring you some of the rinks to see how this transpires, because this is why I'm here for. I'm here to broadcast bowls and to do it for this region, particularly Taren Point at the moment. Alrighty. So there we have it at the moment. With 6 ends to play, the Scorchers are up by 4. I think they still have all rinks on the green. So we might bring you blow by blow. But yeah, there you go, a 10-0. It wasn't looking like that. The Gators had 2 rinks up, and they were almost looking at a 10-0 themselves. An incredible finish. And I'm so glad that you were able to sit by and watch. I would have probably lost most of my viewers now, but that's okay. I'll still stay here at the moment. I've got nowhere to go at the moment. And we will try and bring you those updates as we go. So that score that you're watching is between Grade 1 Taren Point and Grade 2 Caringbah. Now, Mr. Morton, Brian, a bit of action happening over there. I believe 1 rink has finished. No, they haven't. They've got two ends to play. And we'll just keep the action on the big board at the moment while I do a little bit of bowls link surfing. Wherever you are, I hope you've had a lovely afternoon and you have a great weekend. Not too sure where I'll be broadcasting next week. I'll be definitely here at Taren Point, but I think there's no games because of the Anzac weekend. And excuse my brain at the moment. Well, look, Caringbah get the chocolates over Taren Point green. Definitely hands the flag to Taren Point black, which it was never going to change anyway, because Taren Point black over green were 18 points. How come you're not playing today?
Mate, if you tough to up the carrying bar Rams, you know, you only got a 33% sort of strike rate. You've got to have 44 to maintain the spot here. But as you can see, they're doing quite good, 49, 45.
Oh,
That's exciting.
bit of a difference. That's why I'm still broadcasting right now. Great to see you. Who's your little friend over here?
That's my Pippa.
Hey, Pippa.
Pippa. Hello,
Hey,
Pip.
hey, Pippa.
Yeah, she's a buddy. She's a saver parent.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're pretty terrific.
Terrific. My dad has a similar dog.
Yeah, look, and what a temperament. They have a great temperament,
Yeah,
those dogs. They
absolutely.
My daughter has a doppelganger of that dog.
A doppelganger.
A doppelganger.
A doppelganger.
really, look, you know,
Absolute, the same dog.
mate,
Thanks for coming over, mate.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank
It's
you.
such a good
We'll
dog.
keep going. We're watching the big board over here at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So well done. You guys did an amazing job. Next week will be big, because it depends on what Engadin's done to Sylvania.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it is in 2 weeks' time.
Well, we live to fight again.
Well, you do, because you're playing Engadine here,
Yep.
and Sylvania are playing Grandviews at Grandviews. So, and it's top 2. So, and mate, how dare you win 10-0? They were almost 10-0 themselves about 10 minutes ago. And all of a sudden, McCartney went 4-4, which was you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Started playing longer ends.
No, unbelievable. Well, great to see you. I'm going to go and, all of a sudden, 3 ends to go. It's blowing out.
they picked up a set, yeah. Actually, it's
Someone picked up a multiple of something.
actually, I don't know who picked, because it was only 49, 45.
Yeah, no, totally gone. Well, look, I won't waste my viewers any time by watching that, ladies and gentlemen. I think that game's gone. And you know what? We'll see you again. We're not here next week because of Anzac Day, but we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. I'm glad. We're about creating rock stars here. And we'll see you again. Thank you very much. All right. We've got a good following over here. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we will say farewell. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm not too sure where. Make sure you like and subscribe, YouTube Live Sports, and you can find out exactly where I'll be broadcasting the Open Gender Pennant next. We'll see you soon. Thanks again.